Do you know the feeling like it is too late? Too late to start over, too late to change your mind, too late to start something new. I know it isn't true, but that's exactly how I felt. I felt a little too old to have a YouTube channel, a little too old to do startups, wishing I knew what I do now then, wishing I had taken action then. But after realizing that all we have is right now, not the could have been or should have beens, here I am, in the season of my late 20s, starting a new chapter. As a tech founder in SF, I used to think my late 20s would be the season finale of my life of sorts. No more new chapters, no more new beginnings. But now, I feel it in my bones that my life is just getting started. Morning! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a day in my life in San Francisco as a tech founder. There's so much to catch you up on and just so many things going on. So for starters, my co-founder Eunice is in SF for the next few months and we'll be working together, which is so much fun. But not only that, we're in this female founder program that doesn't fund us yet, but it gives us like office space and a really great community. And I've been applying to this since 2022. Yeah, I've been rejected like 5 times. This is my 6th time applying and I finally got in, so I'm really excited for that. We launched our product hunt back in January. From that, we got a lot of feedback and realized that we can take it a step further. We're working on owala version 2 at the moment. Really excited to share what that will entail. For those of you who are new here, I used to work as a software engineer in New York City but left around a year ago to do YouTube and to do this. And it's been a roller coaster. I lived off my savings for a bit, lived with my parents, lived with my brother. And the main reason why I didn't want to work a job was because I felt like the progress was just very slow and it was really hard for me to do a great job at all these things. But doing a lifestyle downgrade and not making money was starting to get at my mental health. Excited to share that I did take a remote freelancing gig to cover the bills. In my life right now, I have 4.5 things going on. The first being owala, second being social media, mainly posting on YouTube once a week and also posting a little bit on Instagram here and there. 1.5 for the freelance role because it's actually 1.5 freelancing things I need to do. And then I have another project in the pipeline that I'm keeping in secret for the moment because it makes me nervous to say it out loud. But so in general, I sit in front of my computer even longer than I used to, which I didn't think was possible, but honestly, I'm super excited. I will say that I'm not making nearly as much money as I used to, and I'm working twice as much as when I was a software engineer. And my life was definitely more fun, balanced. It was definitely more cool when I was in New York, but I feel so much more fulfilled. I feel like my life is finally going in a direction that I feel very happy with. Although the current status of things is not cool or fun, okay, it's not the cutest fit, but I'm turning 28 soon. A year ago, late 20s scared me so much. I think partially because I thought it was a time when I would already have to settle into my life, settle into an identity, settle into a location, settle into a job forever. And it felt like everyone around me was kind of doing that, and I was jealous because one, nothing was going on in my love life and my career was definitely not where I would like it to be. That pressure was due to a million things. I feel like what really drove me was, I think, the fact that it felt so crazy to like reinvent and build this different life at such a later stage in life, which now I realize is not even that late. It just feels late because this is the oldest I've been, and when I'm in my early 30s that will also feel super old, and so on. With all this change like happening, going on in my life, I'm reminded that like life is big, full of possibilities. It's never too late to like pursue the thing you want to do, to start fresh. I think I always felt this pressure that if I decided on something, I had to do it forever, you know? If I wanted a career, I can't change my mind. I have to like do it forever and ever. Or if I decided on a city, I have to do that forever. I realized that's not true. There are no hard rules in life. Free will exists as long as you're a little smart, creative about it, and are okay with a little uncertainty, which if you watched my videos a few months ago, you know that I wasn't. But I believe that life can be beautiful if you choose to make it. I'm gonna get a little bit of groceries before I head into the office. So excited.
So the first mention corresponds to your PDC, and then the third is giving you an energy for your school. Go ahead. Say Feel like falling deeper. Cold nights 난 너무 싫어. 기다리기에는 너무 길어. 줬던 내 사랑이 식어. 기대만 하는 것도 난 힘들어. No, I can't, just can't. 가져 내 마음을, 놔줘 내 가슴을 다 바쳐 사랑하기엔 내 자신이 너무 걱정돼 바보 같은 생각이야. 알아 멍청해.
Hello, we are in it's like a world tour from New York, Singapore. Say hi.
We're global.
Global.
Yeah. So I feel like what we should take away, like one thing we should keep in mind when we run this experiment, and
You know, like who you talk to?
no, 100%. I think like
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. 'Cause every time you tell me I look good in bed, I'm doing fine, but nothing ever changes. And now I see, baby, you are hurting me.
Far. Sorry, forgot my English. Called Kawara. It's like think of content ideas film, 10+ hours.
oh wow, this is good. I'll be impressed by this page.
Stuck in repeat. Stop lying. I know you played your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know if you don't need me? Just let
Yeah. So we're back home, but I am hungry. I microwaved some leftovers from the weekend, so okay, we're done. First of all, they gave us a lot of free swag, and I want to show you what I got. They gave me an owala bottle, which has the female founder engraving. As you may or may not know, I actually already own a owala. Not only do I own a owala, I also own a kitty owala. So now I have 3 owalas. I promise I'm not a hoarder. I really love that you can carry it like this. So when I go on a walk, I just hold it. I leave the owala mainly at home because this is really heavy. And yeah, so now I have 3 sizes of the owala. I'm missing the 4th size, but we'll get there. They also gave us a Lululemon pouch with the female founder engraving, which is so fun. And a notebook because, you know, it was such a cool experience getting to meet other female technical founders. The fact that I had applied to this program so many times, I definitely felt very nervous being there, felt so much imposter syndrome because everyone just like really cool. It is a fun time. It is also a scary time. From the startup perspective, right now for Kawara, there are a lot of things to do in the product side, fundraising side, marketing side. I think when you're trying to start a company, you're basically just like trying to juggle multiple different things. And haha, I feel like I have been working like so much more. I also have 1.5 freelance jobs to now pay the bills, and I also have YouTube, social media, Instagram, and I also have one secret gig. Generally do not have a lot of free time. Now I'm making money and I can pay rent, pay cost of living, even save a bit. So that's nice. Not nearly as much as when I was working a full-time job. But with all these like jobs I'm doing, it gives me a lot of freedom, flexibility. Obviously very nervous because it's another year full of big changes, a lot of things to do. Just so much of my heart and soul is placed in all these things I'm doing. Like everything feels very high stakes. Didn't realize this until like a few weeks ago that I am kind of a perfectionist. Haha, which is funny because I never considered myself a perfectionist. I always say that my mom and my brother are perfectionists, but I never thought I was a perfectionist. Although I am, in general, more tired and just like have less bandwidth for things, and there's a lot of things going on. I really like the direction my life is headed, which is something I couldn't say a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. All it took was a major midlife crisis and a move across the country and around the world. Hours of really hard work. I do want to talk about feeling old at every given age, just because I feel like it's something I struggled with a lot and I'm sort of struggling less with it. I was so scared of turning 27 because I felt like there was this like virtual deadline I had in my head that I had to get things figured out before 30, because like everyone in my friend group, not so immediate friend group, who are getting engaged, settling down and whatnot. I know we shouldn't compare. I know people always tell me that like you're on your own timeline. I know that realistically like you're on your own timeline. It's not too late to build a new life. There's so many great entrepreneurs who started in their 30s, 40s, you know, because life is long. But I just kept feeling this like stress the whole of last year, and then now I no longer feel it, no longer in anguish. And part of it is because I think when I was in Australia, just like reconnecting with old friends, meeting new people, I am reminded that the world is a huge place. There are a million ways to live, and life is meant to be lived, which is obvious, but in a moment it's really easy to forget that. I think just realizing the world is a huge place and no decision that you make is completely final. If you wake up tomorrow and realize that you don't like your life, you can do things to change it. The change might not happen overnight, but you can make changes to your life. You don't need anyone's permission to make changes to your life, even though it sounds crazy. I will say that though 27 has been really hard, it was the first year where I genuinely felt like myself too, which is ironic because I felt the worst I've ever felt in my entire life. But 27 was genuinely the age when I finally felt alignment in a spiritual, mental, emotional level. Like everything was aligned. Not to say that life was perfect. Life was definitely far from perfect, but there was a lot of good in my life and a lot of good happened because of that alignment too. I'm actually now excited to get older, which I never thought like was possible. I have yapped enough today and you've seen me work enough, and it's 9:19. I need to send out some emails and finish a PowerPoint deck because that is my life. But I want to say that one thing that has been keeping me sort of sane is my skincare routine. I've been really into skincare recently, not because I want that glass skin, because I genuinely feel like it's impossible to get that glass skin, but rather because I just want to do something for myself at the end of the day. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here on my journey. I read every comment and everyone's so nice and supportive, and not gonna jinx it and have the comment be negative because I'm scared, but thank you so much and I will see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.